الرحمن الرحيم وهو الذي يرسل الرياح بشرا بين يدي رحمته حتى إذا أقلت سحابا ثقالا سقناه لبلد ميت فأنزلنا به الماء فأخرجنا به من كل الثمرات كذلك نخرج الموتى لعلكم تذكرون. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gives his introduction into the last second ayat of the 7th ruku of Surah Al-A'raf by saying that He is the one, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the one who sends breeze, cold winds, and those breezes, they are givers of glad tidings in front of rahmatful rain. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He is the one, He sends winds, cold breeze, and that breeze comes as a glad tidings that rain will follow me. That breeze is giving glad tidings of rain in front of His rahmah. How? When it carries, those winds, they carry heavy clouds. When those winds, they carry heavy clouds. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, by those clouds, we water a dead town, dead city. So, we send water upon that town and city, and because of that water, we take out all kinds of fruits, all kinds of crops. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentioning this qudrat of Him in this world. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala at the end says, كَذَلِكَ نُخْرِجُ الْمَوْتَى لَعَلَّكُمْ تَذَكَّرُونَ. This is how we will take dead people out again if you want to take some heat. We must have come across so many lands that they were having nothing. You don't expect anything. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, Allah is the one. First He sent breezes, cold breeze. And those cold breeze comes, that it is an indication that now rain will come. So those cold breezes comes as a giver of glad tidings. Bayna yaday rahmati, in front of rain, before mercy of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And how it happens? That those winds, they carry very, very heavy clouds full of water. They carry them and they chase them. They bring them. And when they come onto such places, then they send water, they send rain over those dead cities and towns. And because of those rains, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, many different types of fruits comes out. They grow. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, كَذَلِكَ نُخْرِجُ الْمَوْتَى لَعَلَّكُمْ تَذَكَّرُونَ. This is how we will take dead people out if you want to take some heat. In this world, you see that system of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That barren land becomes full of crops, full of vegetation, full of fruits. That garden, that orchard had nothing. And when rain comes from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, because of that rain, that orchard, throw out many types of fruits. So just now it was nothing, and after that beautiful raining, it gave you so many different types of fruits. Who is behind that? Allah is behind that. Allah is behind that. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala had kept these types of examples. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has kept. Why? Because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wants you to have that firm aqeedah, that when we will die, that will not be the end of the life. after our death, there will be resurrection. And the way Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make these dead lands alive, exactly on the same way, after you will die, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will take you out alive. If you want to take some lesson. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, giver of glad tidings, some cold breeze, giver of glad tidings. Some of the ulama have written that it comes into the hadith sharif that on Wednesday, before Asr, whatever dua you make, it will be accepted. Some of the ulama have this opinion that, when you become very sentimental, I don't know, just now, Fajr time I was thinking of one of our brother, Abdul Rashid by Bhai Muhammad. We used to be together in South Africa. I remember that I used to tell him that, please wake me up Fajr time. He used to wake up from Tahajjud time. He will sit down, he will make his zikr, he will perform his Tahajjud. So now, whenever, time comes of du'as or Tahajjud, or you become a little sentimental, you think of him. You think of him. That some people, they have what you call planted their flags into the Jannat years ago. He was having a habit that he used to go to different masajid every Jummah. And he will make sure that he will arrive first for Jummah Salah. First Jummah Salah. Some people, like that day we were doing that hadith sharif. In kana min ahli salati fadu'iya min babi salat. If person has lot of attachment with salat, we see some of the brothers, they are very regular. Whether 4 o'clock Fajr, whether 6:30 Fajr. You will see they will never miss Fajr. Or every salat, they will try to perform every salat in masjid. So Nabi Sallallahu said that if person who had great share of the salat, that on the day of judgment he will be called from the entrance of salat into the Jannah. In kana min ahli siyam, if person has lot of attachment, you go to Arab world or you see some of the Arab brothers, they will not miss their Monday fast or Thursday fast. They are very particular. That is what Nabi Sallallahu used to do. He used to keep fast every Monday. So they are very particular. So some people, they have attachment to some of the different ibadat. So person who has connection to fasting, to siyam, then into the Jannat he will be called from the entrance of fasting. And that entrance is having a special name, Babu Rayyan. They will be called from the entrance of Rayyan. In kana min ahli al-jihad, if person who is from the people of jihad, then they will be called from the entrance of jihad. That you come to Jannat and you had attachment to jihad, you come to Jannat from the entrance of jihad. Likewise, different ibadat, some people they have tilawat attachment. They will be called, from that entrance according to Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us tawfiq. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us tawfiq. Previous ayat we were doing about how du'as becomes accepted. And in this ayat Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala had mentioned that when cold breeze starts, they bring glad tidings from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. They bring glad tidings from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. They say that rahmat of Allah is very near. Rahmat of Allah is very near. That's why in one of the hadith sharif, Nabi Sallallahu had mentioned that when rain comes down, that is the time of acceptance of du'as. What happens? Why I was mentioning that, Abdul Rashid bhai? Because see, now you regret. I used to tell him that don't wake me up until Fajr time starts. You carry on doing your zikr. You carry on performing your tahajjud. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Now, some people will say that many people, they become sleepless. But when you become sleepless and immediately you think of musalla and you think of Allah and you start making dhikr and you turn to Allah and you perform tahajjud and you cry to Allah, you spend into qiyamul layl standing in front of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Who is making you do that? Allah is making you do that. And why Allah is making you do that? Because you are Allah's beloved. You are Allah's beloved. Many people, they will be sleepless, but they will be wasting, abusing their time. They will be doing funny things to kill their time. And you are being given tawfiq. What it means? That you are the beloved of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So when you say that you carry on doing zikr or you carry on performing tahajjud, you are beloved of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And we were without tawfiq. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala pardon us. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala reward them. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala reward them. Jummah Salat. I used to see him. Sometimes he will be in masjid 10 o'clock. Half 10, 11 o'clock. Some people will say, even if someone has nothing to do, you will find so many people that they will do meaningless things. And rather you are being called into the house of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Who is calling you? Allah ta'ala is calling you. And when we come to the masjid, don't take it lightly. Please do not take it lightly. If you spend your time in masjid thinking that I have been granted blank check, I must not lose any second, any minute. Whether you have to be there in masjid or you don't have to be there in masjid. But as much as you are into the masjid and you think that no, I have been given blank check, I must cash it. So then you won't abuse your time. You will talk rather about Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, about Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam, about Quran and Hadith Sharif. You won't backbite into the house of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You won't look down onto somebody else. You will think that no, you are in front of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, in His house. He has invited you. He has called you. When He has called me, then I must make the most of it. I must go with maximum. If someone is being called by the king of the country and he is given option that okay, I am giving you this day and this time, and you come to me, and that time and that day, whatever you will ask, it will be granted. Wallahi, all the kings of the world call you and they give you option and time and they fulfill their promise. Whatever they will give, it will be nothing compared to Allah has called you in His house. And if you make the most of it, you will never regret. You will never regret. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us tawfiq. All these things I remember because Allah said, Bushram bayna yaday rahmati. These breezes, they start and they are giving glad tidings of Allah's rahmat. Allah's rahmat. When you have good weather outside or when it is raining or whatever it is. But whenever you think of Allah, then Allah is thinking of you. When you call on to Him, then He wants you. When you remember Him, then He does not let you go. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So sometimes you think of these types of people. They have. He had lost his wife from years. He had lost his wife. One day he was saying that his youngest son, he said, because of him, I never got married. And one day he was saying that when it comes to woman, Manana, Allah had kept me safe. That's great. You have no woman, you have no wife, and then you remain safe. You think of people like that, and that inspires you. That inspires you. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, make us such that we make the most of our life before we die. The ayat which I recited, I love to recite that ayat very much. فَلَا تُزَكُّوا أَنفُسَكُمْ هُوَ أَعْلَمُ بِمَنِ اتَّقَى. When we talk of these righteous things, do not go with any misunderstanding that any righteousness I have. That is just acting. That is just verbal. That is just wording, nothing else. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us the reality. Allah says in this ayat, فَلَا تُزَكُّوا أَنفُسَكُمْ هُوَ أَعْلَمُ بِمَنِ اتَّقَى. That do not present yourself that I am very pious, I am very righteous. He knows who is righteous. I love this ayat so much that now I make dua that Allah make me do one whole tawaf. That whole tawaf of Kaabatullah you doing, and you read all sunnat azkar, and with those sunnat azkar you keep reciting فَلَا تُزَكُّوا أَنفُسَكُمْ, because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's house, in front of His house and into the mataf you keep reciting, then maybe all of your inner dirt can become cleansed. You get purification. You get purified heart. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala grant it to us. So sometimes you feel like that you make one whole tawaf just reciting this. فَلَا تُزَكُّوا أَنفُسَكُمْ هُوَ أَعْلَمُ بِمَنِ اتَّقَى. Do not present yourself as very, very pious, very righteous, because He knows who is pious, who is righteous. All these righteous people, bit by bit, gradually they are departing. And, kachra like us, dirt like us, we are remaining. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us tawfiq before we die. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala protect us from negligence, from ghaflat. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Ya awwal al-awwali, ya akhir al-akhiri, ya rahim al-masaki, ya dhal quwwati al-mati, ya dhal manni fala yumannu alayk, ya dhal tawr, ya dhal jalali wal ikram, la ilaha illa ant. زهر اللاجئين وجار المستجيرين ومأمن الخائفين يا مأمن الخائفين يا مأمن الخائفين يا مأمن الخائفين إن كنت كتبتنا عندك في الكتاب أشقياء فامحو عنا اسم الشقاء فامحو عنا اسم الشقاء وإن كنت كتبتنا عندك في الكتاب مقطرا علينا أرزاقنا فامحو تقطير رزقنا وحرمان رزقنا واكتبنا وأثبتنا عندك سعداء ووفقنا الخير فإنك تقول في كتابك يمحو الله ما يشاء ويثبت وعنده الكتاب. اللهم إنا نسألك فعل الخيرات وترك المنكرات وحب المساكين وأن تغفر لنا وترحمنا فإذا أردت بقوم فتنة فتوفنا غير مفتونين فإذا أردت بقوم فتنة فاقبضنا غير مفتونين غير خزايا ولا ندامة ولا مفتونين. اللهم ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار. ربنا توفنا مسلما والحقنا بالصالحين. اللهم ثبتنا على الإيمان وأمتنا على الإيمان واهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم من النبيين والصديقين والشهداء والصالحين. اللهم طهر قلوبنا من النفاق وأعمالنا من الرياء وألسنتنا من الكذب وأعيننا من الخيانة فإنك تعلم خائنة الأعين وما تخفي الصدور. اللهم طهر قلوبنا وحصن فروجنا واغفر ذنوبنا. اللهم أكفنا بحلالك عن حرامك واغننا بفضلك عمن سواك. اللهم متعنا بأسماعنا وأبصارنا وقواتنا أبدا ما أبقيتنا. اللهم اجعله الوارث منا واجعل ثأرنا على من ظلمنا وانصرنا على من عادانا ولا تسلط علينا من لا يرحمنا ولا يخافك فينا. اللهم أرنا الحق حقا وارزقنا اتباعه وأرنا الباطل باطلا وارزقنا اجتنابه. اللهم ارزقنا حبك وحب حبيبك صلى الله عليه وسلم. اللهم اجعلنا من التوابين واجعلنا من المتطهرين المتطهرين واجعلنا من عبادك المخلصين المخلصين واجعلنا من الذين لا خوف عليهم ولا هم يحزنون. اللهم أحسن عاقبتنا في الأمور كلها وأجرنا من كل خزي الدنيا وعذاب القبر وعذاب الآخرة. اللهم آت نفوسنا تقواها اللهم آت نفوسنا تقواها وزكها وأنت خير من زكاها. اللهم ربنا تقبل منا إنك أنت السميع العليم. وصلى الله تعالى على خير خلقه سيدنا وحبيبنا مولانا محمد وعلى آله وأصحابه أجمعين برحمتك يا